This reflection is inspired by Buddhist teachings, shared at the temple, and it's offered for lay people for ordinary life. Why your mind keeps going back to them. Buddhist truth. You've already decided. You know it's over. You know they weren't right for you. You've told yourself 100 times to move on. And yet, your mind keeps going back to them. Not once, not twice, but every single day. In the quiet moments, in the gym, that moment before you sleep, it's like something inside you refuses to let go. This isn't weakness. This is something much deeper. Most people think the problem is the person. They think, I miss them. I still love them. I just need closure. But that's not what's happening. If it was about the person, you'd only think about the good. But you don't. You replay the arguments, the disrespect, the confusion, the moments that didn't make sense. So why does your mind keep going back? Because your mind isn't trying to hold on to them. It's trying to resolve something. In Buddhism, this is called attachment. But not in the way people think. Attachment is not love. Attachment is the mind clinging to something it believes it needs in order to feel complete. And when that thing is taken away, the mind doesn't just let go. It loops, it searches, it replays. It tries to reconstruct meaning. Because from its perspective, something important is missing. This is why you keep thinking about them. Not because they were perfect, not because they were right for you, but because your mind built a structure around them. A structure of identity, validation, a future, emotional safety. And now that structure, that mentally created structure, is gone. But the mind is still trying to live inside it. This is the loop. You think about them. You feel something. You try to understand it. You go deeper into memory. You reinforce the attachment again and again. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Every time you indulge the loop, you strengthen it. Not because you're weak, but because the mind is doing what it's designed to do. Solve problems. But here's the shift. You're not trying to let go of them. You're just trying to let go of what they represented. And that's much harder. Because what they represented might be feeling chosen, feeling seen, feeling alive, feeling like your life had direction. So when your mind goes back to them, it's not saying, I want them. It's just saying, I want that feeling again. And until you understand that, you'll stay stuck. So what do? You don't fight the thoughts, and you don't chase them either. You just observe them, calmly, without feeding on them. You start to see, this is attachment. This is the mind trying to rebuild something that's gone. And slowly, the grip weakens. Not because you forced it, but because you stopped reinforcing it. There's another reason your mind keeps going back to them. Your mind is trying to rewrite the past. It's going back to specific moments, not randomly. The moment you felt confused. The moment something didn't sit right. The moment you ignored something you shouldn't have ignored. The moment you said the wrong thing. The moment you reacted rather than responded. And that moment replays again and again and again. Because part of you is trying to change the outcome. You think, if I had said this, if I had done that, maybe it would have worked. But it wouldn't have, and it didn't. And this is where the suffering really comes from. Not just attachment, but resistance. You're not just holding on to them. You're holding on to a version of reality that didn't happen. An illusion. And your mind keeps returning there, trying to fix it. Trying to imagine another outcome. Trying to make it make sense. Trying to make it end differently. But the truth is, there was nothing to fix. It all happened perfectly, exactly the way it needed to for your growth. You saw what you saw, you felt what you felt, and it unfolded the way it did. The suffering comes from going back and trying to negotiate with someone and something that's already over. And once you see that, you stop asking, how do I get them back? And you start asking, why am I still going back? And now I am free. Who can I really become? How can I use this pain, this sadness, to transform my life and move forward? Because that is the real strength. And that is the real power that you can alchemize this pain into. Letting go isn't something you do once. It's something that happens when you stop holding on. Your mind will go back to them. That's normal. But you don't have to follow it every time. You don't have to follow every thought. You don't have to acknowledge every thought. You can just let it pass by in the wind. And slowly, one day, you'll notice something. The thought comes and it passes without pulling you in, without making you emotional. And that's when you know you're finally free. There's one more thing you need to understand. This didn't happen to you by accident. It feels like it did. It feels like something went wrong, like you lost something you were supposed to keep. But if you really look at it, you didn't lose anything that was stable. You lost something that was uncertain, something that made you question yourself, made you question your life, something that pulled you out of alignment more than it grounded you. And that's hard to admit, because maybe in moments it felt great. And part of you still wants it to have worked. But the truth is, this experience showed you something. It showed you what you tolerate, what you ignore, when you give up on yourself, where you override your own instincts and your own intuition, where you compromise yourself to keep something going. And without this, you wouldn't have seen that. You wouldn't have seen the parts of yourself that were hidden, parts that were locked away, that maybe you thought no longer existed, or maybe you had no idea they existed deep in your subconscious. And maybe this situation brought those to the surface so you could clear them and not be run by them anymore. And if that hadn't happened, you'd have repeated this with somebody else in a different form. You'd stay in the loop. So when your mind does go back, it's not just attachment, it's recognition. You're seeing clearly now, things you didn't want to see at the time. And that clarity is the beginning of your freedom. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you stop trying to go back, you start moving forward in a different way. Stronger, clearer, more grounded. Not closed off, not numb. Your heart remains open, even more so now. You're open, but you're aware. And that's the shift. This wasn't just something you went through. This was something that changed you. It changed how you see. It transformed you. And that's where things start to happen differently. We hope you've enjoyed this reflection. Please subscribe for more wisdom.